Imagine you could look inside your body with an MRI right now. You look at your stomach, expecting to see layers of dense fat. But what if a third of this volume isn't fat at all? What if the reason your pants feel tight isn't just because you ate too much, but because your internal organs are swollen with water and your digestive tract is expanded with gas? This is the hidden reality of the modern waistline. This is exactly why you can look slimmer in just 7 days without losing a single gram of actual fat. When most people try to shrink their stomach, they make a fatal mistake. They assume 100% of the bulge is fat tissue, so they starve themselves, cut their calories in half, and run to exhaustion. Biologically, this immediately backfires. An aggressive diet triggers an ancient survival mechanism, adaptive thermogenesis. Your body senses starvation and, in response, lowers thyroid function, slows down metabolism, and spikes cortisol levels to hold on to every ounce of energy. As a result, you feel tired, hungry, and ironically even more bloated because digestion slows down under stress. But there is a back door, a way to reduce your visible waistline in just 7 days without triggering the starvation alarm. This requires us to stop acting like soldiers at war and start acting like engineers fixing a pressure valve. We are going to execute an anti-diet protocol by pulling 3 biological levers: visceral inflammation, fluid retention, and digestive gravity. By manipulating these variables, you will force your body to flush out the false fat that makes you look 10 pounds heavier than you actually are. What is actually inside your stomach? If your stomach is hard and bloated, you are carrying around a chemical soup. Visceral fat cells aren't just inert storage. They are active factories pumping out inflammatory cytokines. These chemicals force the body to hold on to water to dilute the inflammation. At the same time, high insulin forces the kidneys to hoard sodium, and high cortisol mimics aldosterone, the fluid-retaining hormone. The first layer of your stomach is water. The second layer is gas, caused by slow digestion and stress. The third layer is actual fat. We can't burn fat in 7 days. That takes time. But we can drain the water and release the gas. When we do this, the visceral fat cells shrink because the pressure drops. Here are 3 mechanisms on how to do this. Mechanism 1. The cortisol flush. This is the most powerful biological hack for fast deflation, and it requires you to do absolutely nothing. Most people wake up at 5 a.m. for cardio, sacrificing sleep for movement. This is a metabolic mistake. Sleep deprivation is the main driver of the cortisol belly. When you sleep less than 7 hours, the body perceives a threat and keeps cortisol elevated the entire next day.
The protocol. For the next 7 days, sleep becomes the priority. Get 8 hours of sleep. If you have to skip your morning workout for it, skip it. During deep sleep, the body shuts down cortisol production and flushes out stress hormones. As soon as cortisol drops, the kidneys get the signal to release excess sodium and water. This is the flush effect, where after 3 nights of good sleep, you suddenly weigh 3 pounds lighter. You haven't lost tissue, you've drained stress fluid. Mechanism 2. The insulin-free window. We aren't asking you to cut calories. We're asking you to compress the time you consume them. Every time you eat, there's a spike in insulin, the storage hormone. As long as insulin is elevated, you cannot burn fat or shed water. Most people eat from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., staying in storage mode for 15 hours a day. The protocol. Stop eating after dinner. If you had dinner at 7 p.m., don't consume calories until 9 or 10 a.m. the next day. By giving your body a 12 to 14-hour break, you allow the liver's glycogen stores to deplete. Once they drop, the body switches to burning fat. You will notice your pants fit looser by morning, not because the fat is gone, but because the chemical soup has drained, and the body started using visceral fat for energy overnight. Mechanism 3. The digestive gravity hack. A significant part of a bulging stomach is gas and stagnant food due to stress. Stomach anatomy is curved in a J shape. If you lie on your right side after eating, gravity pushes acid into the esophagus, causing heartburn and slowing the process. But if you lie on your left side, gravity keeps the acid down and perfectly aligns the stomach with the pancreas and small intestine. The protocol. After your biggest meal, rest for 10 minutes on your left side. This mechanically helps the stomach move contents into the intestines more efficiently,
reduces pressure on the vena cava, and significantly reduces bloating. You will get up feeling lighter because you help your digestion with the power of physics. Bonus: liquid toxin. If you want to speed up the process, eliminate liquid calories for these 7 days. Replace juices, soda, and sweet coffee with water, black coffee, or tea. Liquid sugar, or fructose, is the main culprit behind fatty liver. By removing it, you stop the attack on your liver, allowing it to start processing the fat that's already there. 7-day summary. By combining these methods, you don't count calories and you don't starve yourself. You are simply changing the signals you send to your body. More sleep equals less cortisol and bloating. Closing the kitchen early equals low insulin and overnight fat burning. Left side equals perfect digestion without gas. Try this for a week. It sounds too simple because we've been conditioned to believe that only suffering brings results. Biology disagrees. Efficiency brings results. Stop dieting. Start sending the right signals.